it's Nell with the blog Joyous Garden, and this is all about indoor cacti care, indoor cactus care. And cactus are cool as can be. You either love them or you hate them. I happen to love them. I live in the Sonoran Desert, completely surrounded by cacti. But this is about growing them indoors. So as usual, there is a blog post to go along with this. I'm just going to skim through all these points and you can get some more details there. It'll be at the top of the description box. The three most important things to know about growing cacti are high light, low water, and they like a special soil mix. So what I'm going to be referring to here are this size of cacti, the smaller ones. Those are the ones that are commonly sold in the trade. We have a bunch more videos coming up that, you know, we'll have the types of the cactus in it. Some places you can buy them and some places to buy the pots. But this is about the care. And let's see, what I wanted to say, if you have kids, young kids especially, and you love cacti, you might want to keep them elevated up a bit because although they are cool as can be, they are not that user-friendly. So if you want a small plant and you want one to stay small, cacti are great because they are notoriously slow growers, which is an advantage, I think. And as I said, most of the ones sold in the trade that I've seen are in 2, 3, and 4-inch pots. They're about this size here. I have some bigger ones over there too that you'll see, but these are the ones you are going to find. So in terms of light, high light is best, really bright light. Now that being said, if you have it in a hot window with hot glass, they can actually burn because if you've ever put your hand up against hot glass, it's hot. In low light, don't even try. There are houseplants that are more suitable for low light, but not cacti. And in terms of watering, you want them to thoroughly dry out before you water. Again, in the summer, I water mine about every 2 to 3 weeks. In the winter, it's about every 4 to 6 weeks indoors. Outdoors, it's a different story, but we aren't getting into that. And the smaller the pot, the more often you will have to water. If there's no drain hole, easier on the water. So it just depends on your house temperatures and your environment. And in terms of misting, don't even bother. They don't need it. Save that for all your beautiful tropical houseplants. And in terms of temperature and humidity, they prefer it warmer, but they can take it cooler, but they will grow a tad bit faster if it's warm, but don't expect any growth in leaps or bounds by any means. They are very well adapted to dry air. I live in the desert. The humidity today is 14%. I have a humidity reader. So if your home tends to be dry and you have enough light, they are the perfect plant. And in terms of fertilizer or feeding, you know, once or twice a year is fine. And you just want to use a balanced fertilizer like a 5-5-5 is fine, or a 10-10-10-10. And you can dilute the strength and just water it in, as I said, once or twice a year. And that's all they need. Now, in terms of soil and repotting, they do like a special mix, well drained, aerated. The water just goes right through, very loose. I'm doing a separate video and post on that, so I'm not going to get into it here, and also on repotting too. So coming up in a month or two are going to be those posts for you. And after they are up, I will put the links into this post. And in terms of pests, I've never seen an indoor cactus with any. I've seen succulents, you know, the fleshy succulents are very susceptible to mealybug. These might get mealybug or scale, but again, I haven't ever seen it at all. But I have done posts on how to control mealybug, scale, aphids, and all that. So if yours gets mealybug, you can check one of those posts. In terms of pruning, I've never really pruned any cactus. I've pruned my pencil cactus, but I consider that more of a fleshy succulent, so they don't grow fast enough to really prune. So that is something you don't need to worry about. And in terms of propagation, the easiest way to propagate a cactus is by pups. If you're cactus pups, you can see these are pups off of this one here, and you would just remove that from the mother, and that's how you easily propagate them. This one I could divide in half if I want to, but I don't, because it's not going to get that big, and I like the cluster. So that is how you propagate them. And in terms of pet safety, I know many of you have pets like I have. I have cats, so it is something that we want to cover here. And most cacti that I know of are non-toxic to pets, but if your pet is chewing on one of these, I think there's something wrong because it is so spiny. So it's not anything that I think you have to be too concerned about. But you can go to the ASPCA website and look up the specific genus of the cactus and see. But again, most of them I know of are non-toxic. And in terms of flowering, yes, they do. I'll show you this cute little one here is about to open up with flowers. The flowers don't stay open too long, and it's basically in the spring. It's when flowers, when cactus flower here in the desert is in the spring, but you will get some flowering off of some of them, especially if your light is high. If you're in more like a moderate light, you probably aren't going to get the flowers. So I covered these points pretty fast because the battery is about to run out and my other battery broke in half, so I'm just trying to get through this fast. So check the blog post, a lot more details in there for you. Stay tuned. Coming up next in this series is cactus soil mix plus a DIY recipe to make your own. So I hope you have found this video to be helpful. They're so easy to grow. I think they're really fun. I love them, so give one a try if you have enough light, and you might get addicted just like I am. So I thank you for all your likes and your subscribes. I really appreciate them. I have a lot more videos coming your way on gardening, both indoors and outdoors, and there's a lot in the archives for you to peruse, both here on YouTube and on the blog JoyUsGarden.com, because we do some blog posts that don't have videos to them, so be sure and check those. As always, I thank you so much for watching. Bye.